Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rayan's case. An issue that will never be closed in our hearts and will remain open to the many questions and mystery that surrounded it. Rayan is a 5-year-old Moroccan child who lives with his father, mother, and brothers. Rayan comes from a poor family and is a lovable child with a charming smile of hearts for his innocent and gentle features. The child is the son of Mr. Khalid Oram and Mrs. Wasima. One day he went out for fun as he fell into a deep well that was nearby. The media and social media reported the news, and it spread at lightning speed among various Arab and international countries. From our homes, we witnessed efforts to get the child Rayan out of the well. A rope with a camera and a lighted lamp was lowered through a battery into the well, and they found that Rayan was still alive. And people saw him via a live broadcast through the computer screen that was on the site, where he was moving and he clearly moved his hand, which caused everyone a wave of joy and optimism, and eager to save him as soon as possible. The strange thing and the questionable and surprising thing is that the volunteers were prevented from trying to save Rayan after the third or fourth attempt to go down, despite the relentless attempt of some to convince the rescue teams present from the guards, gendarmes, and others. Attention was drawn to the excavation mechanisms, which began to double their efforts to dig the hell and reach Rayan by digging the ground by more than 32 meters, then saving him by digging the soil horizontally around its location. But the strange thing is also that the mechanism initially dug a large area of land that was not necessary to dig, and this took many hours, and after about 2 days passed, drilling was carried out, more accurate near the well, which took about 2 days as well, and the fifth and last day was dedicated to inserting large open tubes on both sides through which Rayan is saved for fear of soil collapse, in addition to replacing the mechanism with a manual digging, as it is called, so that Rayan is not injured. After Rayan was brought out on the fifth day at night, his death was officially announced by the Moroccan government, and people reported the news as a shock of the highest caliber. Rayan came out alive from the narrow well. Mysterious things, for example. Why were the excavation mechanism digging a very large area in the beginning, an area that was much more than allowing the machines pass, but rather an area similar to a garden, so to speak? Why were barriers placed to keep people away from approaching the side tunnel and to prevent any journalist from approaching and filming in the last stage? How did Rayan come out alive after 5 days from the well and announced that he died minutes later? Why could people not see the forensic report to reassure their hearts as to the cause of death? The volunteers were prevented from saving Rayan despite their insistence and the approval of their parents. There were those who brought their son from a far place to go down the well and save Rayan from imminent death. Why did the direct media keep telling people every hour that Rayan is about to get out of the well? Then we find that he is still stuck in it. And whenever people cling to the shady information at night, they find that the day has risen on them and Rayan has not come out of the well. 5 days after Rayan fell into the well, it was enough to kill him, but was it the reason? People were shocked by the news of his death because the media kept saying that Rayan was alive and that he was eating and drinking by dropping food to him in the well. There was hope in people's heart that Rayan would come out alive and sustenance from the depth of the abyssal well. But hope turned into shock and joy turned into consolation, and the eyes that dried up from tears started crying blood and shivered from the horror of the bereavement. Oh God, how merciful you are to this child who the well wasn't merciful to him, from hunger, thirst, cold, pain, darkness, loneliness, and mourning. In conclusion, what did many social media sites say about what happened to Rayan? Some said that Rayan didn't fall into the well, but was forced to fall into it to present as an offering to the Antichrist through the Mason, and that an Israeli delegation was present at that time to receive spells that the Antichrist needed to free himself and untie him to go out to the people, and that the incantation was hidden near Rayan's body when it was transferred for the ambulance. In addition to a green liquid, the knowledge is with God Almighty. Some said that he found magic and demonic talismans next to Rayan after he was reached and recovered. Does the doctor who was with Rayan at the time he was taken out of the well have any information to add about the incident? Did Sahrawi know about something and was unable to report it publicly? What is the opinion of Rayan's parents? May God have mercy on him, and may he rest in peace. No one knows the whole truth, but everyone has their own opinion and what they tend to believe. In conclusion, we say that Rayan will remain in our hearts, all of us who loved him and didn't know him before. And if he was unjust in this world, then the Lord of everything and his sovereign will take his right and take revenge for him in this world and the hereafter sooner or later. Glory be to him who doesn't lose the rights of people and doesn't oppress an atom's weight, for he is the wise justice, he is the kind, the merciful, he is the avenger who is severely punished. Do not forget to subscribe to the new channel and support. Thank you.